So it looks like that. You see the number, it's number 1, you see the name, and if it's your name, then maybe in the next 2.5 minutes, you will have the opportunity to tell us about you, your work, and your organization. And
okay, thank you. I'm not sure I like going first, but I'm going to give this a go. I work for Compton Verney Art Gallery and Park. The picture on the right-hand side is our house and our lake. We have 121 acres of landscape to play with and a mansion house, collections, exhibitions, commissioning opportunities, and public engagement opportunities. We've been open for, 16 years, so we're quite young. And I've been there for 9 years, and I'm senior curator there now. In my work, as I said, I'm senior curator, but actually I kind of feel like I do more than just collections. I put on the exhibitions program from scratch usually. I put interventions into the collections, and actually what I really like doing is doing interventions in the ground, so in the landscape. For me, it's really important to make connections to things that can be looked at for the first time, things that are in society that need referring to. Climate change was a big kind of thing I did for the Clearing Project, which was a geodesic dome, which I put in the grounds for a year where people went to stay. And it was all about living without fossil fuels for a year in our grounds. So things like that I'm really interested in, and really unique opportunities. For me, I'm very aware and conscious that I need more creative inclusion. I need to be more creative with people. I need to create more opportunities with people who we don't usually work with. Max, sorry, can you just go back? Yeah, fab, thank you. And I'm kind of slightly up on kind of pushing for accessibility for visitors at the moment, and actually how all visitors are very, very different. There isn't one type of disability. That's something that's a bit of a bugbear for me at the moment. And actually the kind of something else for me is that we don't work enough with 16 to 24 year olds, and actually people who maybe don't necessarily engage with culture and I guess creativity at the same time. So I'm very much wanting to do as much as I can with working with other ways of participation, such as dance, such as music, such as theatre, and anything that I can do to kind of make our site more creative. I think that's me.
Wonderful timing.
Oh, I can't believe it. Penelope, you were first. And that's the greatest example I could ever find. I don't know how you managed it to do it in 2.5 minutes. I was convincing Marie it is not possible. She was convincing me it is. And you both confirm it's possible. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Yes.
We have some reactions, like claps, virtual claps.
Yes. You may ask, if you will get these slides. Yes, sure. At the end and during the event today, you will get all the slides. So one by one, slowly, you will be getting them. We will have some exercises with them, but at that you will have them. And you can see that there is contact information, there are links, there are more details. You are free to look through them and use them later to find out more. So that's how it works. It works perfectly. What would the world look like in 30 years' time is still the question. I don't know if you have mentioned it, but it's perfect if you didn't, because then someone will have the opportunity to ask you about that. And that's also a part of this networking. So let's have it as a teaser for the next sessions. Wonderful. Thank you. Let's try the next presentation. And this is Christina. Christina, the most important question is, are you with us?
Yeah, I am. I actually am.
Great, great, wonderful.
Wonderful.
So the second and the last question is, are you ready?
Not really, but let's try.
That's the right answer. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Christina. I am from Moldova, and I am here representing the Academy of Music, Theatre and Fine Arts of Moldova, which is the only higher education institution in Moldova training students in the arts field. So we do everything from theater to cinematography to fine arts, so sculptures, paintings, and dance, music, everything. It is also a very old institution, educational institution. We have celebrated about 8 years of activity a few months ago. Besides that, I've worked with different projects in Moldova in the fields of arts, meaning usually projects with social inclusion. I've worked with prisons, we've developed plays with people from the penitentiaries of Moldova. And next. The reason why I'm here today is to have a boom in my head. Actually, it's this boom is a boom of ideas, of inspiration, and everything that I want, that I hear today, I would like to, well, not everything, what is possible, I would like to implement in our institution. I certainly had many ideas after the meeting with my mentor a few days ago, and I really hope, and I am sure that after today's session, I will have many more. And the last slide was to be filled in by inspiration from other people, but since I'm the second one, I can only be inspired by Penelope to do many great projects, because I've seen that she has a list of many, many projects, and I really want for us to be also as active as they are. So thank you.
Thank you, Christina. As you see, you don't need to do anything. Your slide is already being filled in with a lot of hearts. And that's wonderful, because it's just the beginning. It will still get more pictures, impressions, and words on it till the end of the networking. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's continue. Let's continue with the third presentation, which is Anastasia. Let's see, are you with us?
Anastasia Wojciuk.
Okay, my microphone was switched off.
Wonderful. I'm happy to hear you. So now one question, do you see Maria with her timer?
Maria, where are you?
I'm here.
I mean, there is a big stopwatch and the small face on the screen. So
yeah, I'm looking for Maria and timer, but I don't.
I pinned myself.
Ah, okay, I see you. Okay.
Wonderful. So you will have 2.5 minutes or maybe less.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So we are from Lviv, Ukraine, and our organization is Unbeaten Path. And we work 20 years. My parents and other families started this organization. What we are doing, so we are supporting development of art in Lviv, in our region in Ukraine. And one of our direction is inclusion and working with inclusive art. Mostly we're talking, when we're talking about inclusion in Ukraine, in our case, we mean work with people with disabilities. And which are our activities? So we are doing, please come back to, yeah, thanks. We are doing theatrical festival. We have done already 15 festivals, 14 offline and 1 online. It was a nice experience to have an online festival. We can talk about this later and show. Here is our webpage, Wave Festival in UA. You can see on a slide. You can check how it looked like. Another thing, like this is our probably the biggest inclusive activity, and another activity which we have done recently. This is theatrical production performance, where we included children with sight impairment and dancers and musicians. And we can move to next slide. So what we implement, these are festival, theatrical festival. We also have music festival. We do trainings. Who we are looking for? Partners who would like to come as the performers, partners who would like to come as trainers, people who would like to invite us to collaborate as participants and trainers. And we can see next slide and maybe a couple of seconds of the video about our project.
"17 seconds of the video." 13 seconds left.
And there is no sound.
We will send it this link to the chat, so afterwards people will be able.
Right.
Yes, you can have just a look as a teaser for the video because it's of 6 minutes. And we definitely will send the link to the chat so that during the event, in the break, we can see more. I have watched the video, it's worth seeing.
And Anastasia's time is up. Thank you, Anastasia. Congratulations.
Thank you, Anastasia. We have still the link to the video, which we will definitely share. Thank you very much. Oops. Just a second. Ainur and Zarif.
Ainur.
You can do it both, or one of you, at least one of you?
Yeah, we kind of split it.
Okay. So the floor is yours for some minutes.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. We are from Azerbaijan, Zarif and me, and you will see there the both our projects together. Mostly I am working with children in the frontline regions and the children with disability and also with youth. And here is our posters like social art for social change. And we use like dance movements, screenwriters writing to use to give children to feel themselves relaxable. Zarif?
Yes, so some areas that we are focusing at is a new play development. We are trying to write. So we had this project, Canlandı, which means enlighten, living up, where 6 new plays were written and performed during this project, and it had very interesting issues as peace building, gender issues. So that's kind of a problem in our theater, that we do not have new plays written. Another thing is we are working with the social theater a lot, taking non-professional actors and trying also doing some social-based theaters. And one of this in these projects we also have inclusivity. Yes, we have typical and people with disabilities together. And yes, this is a nice thing that we with the children. I know it's very good and working with puppetry, and she will talk about it in the next slide.
Yeah, and we are looking for partners. Like we think that all disabled people have their feelings and fears inside them, and we decided to do project like psychodrama to use, like you see here, the Lion King musical, like to use more costumes, puppets, and to bring all of this in a stage, and to do the fear mask, and to play with the disabled people's fears on the stage, and explain them that this is all of in your mind. Yeah.
10 seconds left.
And this is like all puppets from recycling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ainur, Zarif, thank you very much. That's I was following also the Ainur's screen, so she was showing the puppets.
Yeah.
Thank you for adding interactivity to the presentation. That's exactly what we have expected. And you have just 2 slides, but a lot of interaction with the audience. Thank you very much. Let's go for one more presentation. Alia, are you with us?
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Great, you are with us. The thing is that you do not have slides, and that's wonderful, because
yes, I did send the slides. You should have my slides.
That's what I was meaning when I was saying that something could go wrong. Sorry, it wouldn't be possible to change. So there are two options. Either you say that you definitely need the slides at the moment for the presentation, then we will switch you with the other person, you will do it at the end, or you can take these 2.5 minutes now to tell about yourself and your organization. Your slides will be added later to the presentation anyway. What would you choose?
I think it would be better to do it later when you fix the slides.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay.
That's good. Will you please resend them meanwhile again to the address you've got? And we will fix it for sure. Now we will go for one more presentation. Thank you, Alia, and sorry for these technical things. They happen. We will fix them.
No problem.
Georgia, if you are with us, you are with us, I'm sure, because I've seen your message in chat. Or not anymore. Ah, yeah, you are here. You are here.
Salutare. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Teatrul Bogdan Petricei cu HD de la Cahul vă salută pe toți.
Greeting from Cahul Bogdan Petricei cu HD Theatre.
You can start your presentation.
Sunt Rodica Zbârciog, vice-director al acestui teatru.
I am Rodica Zbârciog, the vice director of the theatre.
Ne cerem mii de scuze pentru că directorul nostru, Gheorghe Mândru, nu a putut să fie prezent astăzi din anumite motive foarte, foarte importante pentru el.
We are sorry that the director Gheorghe Mândru couldn't be present today because of some reasons.
Da, o să vă spun despre noi. Suntem un teatru fondat încă în 1987.
I'll tell you something about our theatre. It was founded in March 1987.
Avem deja 33 de ani.
We are 33 years old already.
Da, poate că suntem unicul teatru care mergem către spectator foarte, foarte mult pe parcursul anilor, chiar și în sate, jucăm pe scene diferite și în aer liber și la școli și în săli sportive.
We have different performances and our target audience is various. We play for children, we play for adults and in different environments.
De aceea poate am fost porecliți teatru pe roate.
We were nicknamed the theatre on wheels.
Ne bucurăm acum și așteptăm foarte mult construcția unui nou teatru care va fi în curând și ne vom bucura de el.
We are hoping to move to the new building very soon.
Desigur că avem foarte multe idei, iată le vedeți pe ecran, idei de proiecte, o idee importantă.
We have different ideas and you can the ones of integrating prisons, integrating
And your time is up. Время заканчивается.
And you can see the festival.
Thank you so much. It was first time when I have so much translation going on. Thank you.
For me, it was like Inception, you know, like translation in translation. But wonderful that you made it. Wonderful that you have made it, because
that was challenging, but we did it.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course it wouldn't be possible to tell everything about your organization with interpretation in 2.5 minutes, but you still have a lot of time for the networking. Please participate actively in the networking. Please stay with us. Please use the interpretation or other means of communication. Thank you. That was the first part. First 6 presentations. It was unbelievably...
You need to unmute yourself.
I'm here.
Probably. Wonderful. So your 2.5 minutes started.
Okay. Now, well, first of all, hi everyone. And I'm Ina. I'm from Georgia. and I work in an organization Art for the Public Interests. This organization I established with partners 7 years ago, and the main goal is to solve some social problems via various spheres of art. Our main direction is inclusive, non-formal inclusive education, and we work with museums and galleries in Georgia. And I'm proud that I can say that we are the first in Georgia who began working in museums in this direction. We began from pilot project in Georgian National Gallery, and after that, when the project ended successful, we began to work all around of Georgia in 26 museums. And after our project, in 26 museums, inclusive educational programs became permanent. Nowadays, during pandemic period, we don't, I think why I'm here in this project, that I want to give more experience, more opportunity to know new people, and to create some new ideas, because I exactly know that I will continue working in this direction, but I don't know exactly how and what I can do in this field. And because of this, I'm here now. And in next slides, I have some photos I want to share with you. And this is about our project. And in next slides also, we have projects. This is, for example, our small exhibition after our inclusive programs, and nowadays also we work with people with
10
special
seconds.
Some and some games for them, and we send them as a gift these board games, and they can play at home during this pandemic period.
Thank you so much, Ina. It was a challenge, but you did it. Thank you. Thank you. I'll send your reactions to Ina, because everyone will be on the spot in a few minutes. Yeah, wonderful. So we are ready to move to the next presenter, and it will be Alice Roots. We do not have presentation from you, Alice. Are you here with us?
Yes, hi, I'm here with you. I could share my screen and share my images if that would be simple. Or okay.
Yes, if you are used to screen share in Zoom, it will be simple.
Yes. Okay, great. Well, I hope that everybody can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Wonderful. Okay. So your time is...
I'm actually on the wrong one. There we go. Am I good to get start? Great. Yes. Hi, my name is Alice Roots, and I'm here on behalf of a performance company called Figs in Wigs. We're an LLP based in the UK, but we have done some international touring. And we make sort of absurdist performance comedy designed to charm and disarm audiences of all ages. There's always a sort of societal concern or question at the heart of our work. And we try to make our work inclusive through being relaxed, and we also recognise that we've got a lot to learn in this sort of field, but we're really keen to make art accessible and inclusive. An example of a show that I wanted to talk to you about today was a piece called Giants that was commissioned by London School of Economics, and it was all about the welfare state. It was free for families to attend, and we basically designed 5 immersive performance experiences for families to go around, and each provided a practical problem to solve. So ignorance, there was a sort of pub quiz style for children. Want was all about finding a potato that you wanted by playing a sort of passing game. Is that going to go down? Oh no, my
one.
There we go. Idleness. The children had to wake up a giant inflatable structure through dancing. Disease. The children learn about hand washing. And squalor. The children had to work together to build a 3D jigsaw, which was a house. And once they built it, they sat inside it and they received some performance poetry, all about social housing. So the piece was using sort of light art and fun, informative, engaging ways to ask children to think about wider societal concerns. And what we're interested in finding through this networking event is partners who might be interested in thinking about another project that uses those sorts of methods. So it would be artists and organizations, I suppose, maybe who wanted to just embark upon a research project with a potential material outcome, and we could provide the sort of creative element to that, but we'd also be really interested in working with other creative people.
Wow, nice timing, Alice. Thank you so much for presenting.
Thank you for also introducing the diversity to the presentations. You didn't manage to send it in advance, but please do it now so that we can include your slides also in the final presentation.
I will do.
Yeah, send your reaction, your hearts, and I don't know, smiles to Alice. Thank you for presentation. And the next person, Katerina Bonder. Are you here with us? Please unmute your microphone.
Hi. Yeah.
Hello, Katerina.
Hi.
So it's time for you to present. You would like to present in Russian or English?
English, maybe, yeah.
Wonderful, cool.
If you want.
So
I want to present our organization, the Center of Personal Social Transformation, but totally I am a conductor and trainer of playback theater, and I present my part of work. It's a playback theater. We work for years, and if you want to see more about our organization, you can use the link. And I want to say that at Monday we have an online meeting with 9 countries. If you want to see our main goals, you can use the link, and we will be lucky to see you. But if we talk about playback theater, we work with community. If you know the central part of Ukraine, it's a main area of Ukraine where live refugees. We call the person from Western Ukraine, and we work as playback theater with these tourists. So I want to say that most interesting idea of our performance, it's a combination between psychotherapy and theater, and we have 90 performances till 4 years. Next slide, please. And we looking for partners who are also interested to perform to the community as modern theater or psychological theater or social theater for main interesting themes for community. And we plan to share our experience because we have more tips or ideas, psychological also ideas, how to play performance, or how to work with community. We need to share our ideas, and we are also interested to performing with some or other theaters. Next slide. And as you see, we work in most performance playback projects.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Katerina, for your presentation with sending your reactions. Thank you, thank you. And the next person is to present Tatiana Panyok. Tatiana, unmute your microphone. Квітка щаслива.
Я включила, меня слышно?
Да. So Tatiana will be presenting in Russian. На русском, да?
Да. Здравствуйте. Хорошо. Я из Украины, из Харькова. Я заведующая кафедрой изобразительного искусства. И у нас новое направление вводится — арт-терапия. Также у нас есть инициативная группа «Расцветай», которая работает с особенными детками. Вы видите на слайдах. Работаю с детьми-аутистами, СДВГ, олигофрения, задержка развития, умственная отсталость. И мы стараемся методами именно изотехник, там, сенсорная интеграция, элементами нейрокоррекции, рисование всеми частями тела, помочь детям найти себя, социализироваться, расслабиться, да, и как-то получить удовольствие в этом мире. Что мы хотим? Мы хотим международного сотрудничества, чтобы узнать больше каких-то техник, методик, возможностей, да, чтобы помочь детям создать своеобразный туннель в их жизни, да, именно туннель из искусства, через который они смогут пройти на протяжении всей жизни и не уходить в депрессии, в негатив, и чтобы искусство помогало им в их интеллектуальном развитии, личностном росте, и просто помогало в их жизни. Вот, как бы быстро все.
Класс, wonderful, very fun.
Да, и вы как раз видите, онлайн занятия с мальчиком с умственным развитием, и там на видео в YouTube, если будет кому-то интересно, там просто выложены несколько таких видеофайлов, где показано, как мы обучаем, и именно разговор Дани, который не умеет разговаривать на русском, он путает слога, как он пытается просто сказать, как ему нравится заниматься со мной именно рисованием, арт-техниками разными. Спасибо.
Спасибо большое, Татьяна. Очень лаконично, содержательно. Присылаем вам реакции наши, поддержки. And we are moving next to the next presenter, and it's Fenia Sharkey. Are you here with us? Unmute yourself, please.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, so I'm from Compass Community Arts, and we are based in the south of England, 2 hours from London and 1 hour from Brighton, in a town called Eastbourne, which is by the sea. We're artists, and we're a group of 12 artists who want to see that everyone has access to the arts. So we believe that collaboration and community building can support people with mental health and disabilities. And we want to be able to provide opportunities for artists with challenge to exhibit and perform in public. So basically, we have a very broad range of activities that people can access during the week. But over time, we then develop art collectives. And we have 3 art collectives at the moment who are exhibiting in public. And I won't have time to show you the film at the end, but you can find that on our website, that these artists have evolved, and we are now looking for opportunities to take our artists outside of our town. So we want to meet people from across the world, across the country, who also work with other artists with disabilities. And we want to meet new people, develop friendships, and discover opportunities for exchange of festivals, spaces, projects, and exhibitions. So if you'd like to exchange art ideas, histories, icons, maps, flags, textiles, poetry, music, writing, and your experience with us, we would love to hear from you. Thank you. Oh, I stopped early.
Yeah, 40 seconds ahead. Yeah, warm hearts. Thank you, hearts of support.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fenia. So your last slide was also the movie, the video which you have mentioned, and we will include the link to the final presentation, so everyone will have the opportunity to watch it.
Thank you. The artist that speaks at the end, that spoke, he has autism and spoke about feeling stupid. He did the work on the first slide at the bottom, and he's now selling his work. He's doing really, really well.
Thank you, Fenia. And we are moving to our next participant, Marta Smirnova. Are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep. So start.
Amazing. Hi, I'm Marta Smirnova, project manager at an NGO, Our Children. We organize projects aimed at developing inclusion and rehabilitation of children with special needs since 1997. Project I and my team currently organize is Integrated Theater Rivne. It's based in Odessa, Ukraine, and answers the needs of young people with and without disabilities. By providing basic theater training sessions for youngsters, after which they will create a performance, we are helping them develop art and communication skills. Through our work, we would like to identify the creative potential of youngsters and contribute to socio-cultural integration of young people with disabilities to society. In the framework of our project, we also provide open events such as lectures and discussions, online course sign language, basics in theater vocabulary, video informed campaign, theatrical alphabet in sign language, and special psychological training sessions for ordinary citizens of Ukraine, employees of special educational institutions, also volunteers, social activists, and professionals from the theater sphere. About our future plans, as you can see on this slide, we already established good partner relations with an NGO 3D Friends from Latvia, and now are looking for other partners from the fields of youth work, art therapy, and theater to create an very important manual, drama therapy during a pandemic topical toolkit. This is a manual aimed to develop new approaches to art therapy of people with special needs, most importantly, children and teenagers. This toolkit would represent an in-depth analysis of theoretical basis of drama therapy, opportunities to adapt it to the requirements of quarantine, and as well as digital tools for art therapy in specialized educational institutions. We want to test the availability of manual in practice, organize series of online and offline events, and create an inclusive performance in all countries participating in this project simultaneously. And our project about Toolkit is participating in the House of Europe International Cooperation competition. The deadline for our final submission is on 10th of December. So any organization willing to participate in the creation of the Toolkit, feel free to contact us.
Hello. Great. Hi, everyone. So my name's Emily Alden. I am a dancer and choreographer. I'm based in Cornwall in the UK. I work across live and digital formats, communities, and across dance and theatre as well. I've toured extensively as a performer, and I've been transitioning into a leadership role through my own artistic practice over the past four to 5 years. Most recently, I've been creating a live touring work called In My Head. It's a one-woman dance theatre performance, and it explores everyday sound and hearing loss from a personal and universal perspective. The wraparound activity for the project includes artist talks and short films about the deafened and deaf experience. I'm hard of hearing myself, so my personal experiences have been a real catalyst for this project to take flight over the last few years. And I'm really passionate about making visible an invisible disability with this project, and also developing various different strands of the project over the next few years as well. If we could, yeah, great. My work creates ways for artists and communities to exchange experiences in order to understand our own. My projects have a positive social purpose with artistic quality at its heart. Projects that lift people up in inspiring ways through creativity, skill sharing, and personal connection. I always aim to work outwardly facing, but locally embedded in the communities I work within. Audience development is really key, creating and performing work with audiences rather than to them. I curate digital and face-to-face spaces for and with artists and communities to share my physical practice and create and experience dance and live art projects together. In the future, I want to continue to make and build making live performance and touring work, classes, workshops, research projects, and audio and visual projects as well. I'm looking for partners to tour my show with in the UK and further afield, and opportunities for audience development and engagement. And I'd really welcome any conversations with anyone in the future about any aspects of my work. Thank you very much.
Sometimes I feel bad about this, that I need people to hurry up finishing their presentation. But thank you, Emily, and we are sending our reactions to you to support you. It was wonderful.
Thank you, and thank you for providing these visuals, because I still want to know more about it, and I would definitely use the opportunity in the networking to ask. But now is the next presenter. Nino, if you are with us.
Unmute yourself, please. You're here. Or maybe she's not here because I know that some people have technical problems and they go out, come in, so we can move further. And Maria Yasinovska, are you with us? I'm sure I've seen her, but not right now.
Yeah, you still have 3, 2, 1 second to say that you're here.
Maria, are you here with us?
Or maybe we can switch. You know, if someone is not here, maybe we can present the organization and the work Maria is doing.
I think it won't work. It won't work like this.
It won't work. So let's move on, and maybe Maria will come back later because of some technical problems. She's not here, but she was. Then Ketevan, are you with us?
Oh yes, I'm here.
Oh, cool.
Call me Katie.
Katie.
Okay, so your time.
Okay, so hello everyone. I see some of my colleagues also whom I know, and I'm very happy. So I also speak very fast, so please follow. This is my organization, which I founded back in 2014. Actually, it's beginning of the 15, and we are very young. So as being a dance sport professional, I saw the first time this wheelchair dance when I was studying in Poland. So when I came back to Georgia, I founded Georgia National Wheelchair Dance Sport Federation. So we started to work in a direction of wheelchair dance sport. But later, a lot of projects came. You see the Got Talent show, which we won, and a lot of people started to contact me, people with other disabilities, and asking for joining in. So I decided to establish Tbilisi Inclusive Dance Company. So we are working as a professional dance company and doing a dance theater for disabled and non-disabled dancers, as well as doing a sports. So right now, my future, the problem which I faced is that the funds that we could not unfortunately raise, but then I decided in my mind that I want to have a space like a cultural hub. You see this inclusive arts and sports center in my mind. So I decided to buy a land and create it myself because it was too hard to beg for a place in Georgia. So you see, you will see what is my idea. So right now I am looking for partners like, for instance, I already put down the name, like for the Emily. Yeah, Emily will be very great to cooperate with you. So international partners, basically, with whom we can make work together. So we can go to the next slide. I have 30 seconds. So right now, and just go for further because some words would appear. Just click enter, enter, enter. So this is like right now we are adapting to an online because dance to adapt dance is very hard. So right now I'm looking for partners with whom we can do an online project, just like a Zoom, like you did, yeah, some kind of lectures together. So this was it.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. Katie, thank you so much. And you shared nice example that you made notes about other projects. I recommend highly to other persons.
And also I would help Tatiana to find a partner in Georgia because we have a inclusive practices. This is an organization, also Russian speaking organization. They are working with children with autism. So they have their own system. Okay, like a 3D projector. Yes.
After the presentation round, we will have this place and time for this more close communication. And our next participant is Yulia Zherlitsina. Are you here with us?
Yes,
Yulia?
yes, I'm here.
Wonderful. So your time.
Hello, everyone. So I'm the head of the non-government organization, which is called Beehive of Ideas. It was created 10 years ago by the group of parents who wanted to develop their children, and that is why our activities mostly connected with the children and education. In this sphere of inclusion, we started to work about 3 years ago, and from this time we realized several projects as, for example, Friendly World Around Us, where we organize different master classes and for disabled children, inclusion master classes, or My Hero. It was an inclusive photo exhibition in which took part, in which the children with disabilities and normotypical children took part. And our, I would say, main project with which I am here, it is called Native Lullaby. The result of the project is the book. No, we'll come back, please. Is the book with the native lullabies of national minorities of Ukraine. And this book was created, I mean, the illustration to the book was created by disabled children on inclusive culturological lessons, where they studied the culture and art of national minorities, listened to the lullabies, and created the illustrations. Next slide, please. And we didn't stop with this book and with this project. And now we have several plans. We want to develop a mobile application which will help to study the culture of national minorities. We want to create a board game with the same idea to learn the culture of national minorities. And we also launch a small online shop in which disabled people, disabled families can sell the souvenirs also connected to the culture of national minorities of Ukraine. So yes, that's our team, and here we want to find partners and like-minded people also. Thank you.
Thank you, Yulia. It was wonderful. We share our reactions to support you after this presentation. Yeah, wonderful. So I think that we can continue further. Yes, Max, not to make a little later this evaluation. Light bulb activity. So Victoria Королева. Victoria?
Да. Слышно меня?
Слышно, да.
Слышно?
Да.
Отлично.
Ваше время.
Вот. Здравствуйте. Меня зовут Виктория. Я представляю проект «За чтение» в целом. Это проект, который занимается популяризацией современной детской подростковой книги. И один из сегментов этой популяризации является вот тактильные книги, которые мы переносим современные книги, в которых важна картинка точно так же, как текст, в тактильные варианты, и проводим инклюзивные занятия с детьми. У нас есть книги, мы их шьем вместе с волонтерами и потом читаем. Этот проект, у нас есть школа тактильных книг, можно посмотреть ее на нашем сайте, ссылочка будет в конце. Сейчас мы хотим развиться немножечко шире, и чтобы это выглядело не только как тактильные книги, но и создание книг универсального характера. И вообще расширение проекта до популяризации инклюзивных книг. Так быстро, мне очень мешают ваши часы. То есть у нас есть коллекция книг, которые мы собираем, где герои являются с какими-то особенностями, и при помощи этих книг можно производить инклюзию в школах, в классах и в семье, и в принципе в обществе. Это очень хорошо и классно начинать с книжки разговор об инклюзии. Такой работой мы тоже занимаемся. Нам хотелось бы расти, развиваться, и прежде всего мы хотели бы найти разносторонних партнеров в этой теме, хотя вполне вероятно симбиоз с театром или даже с танцами. Мы открыты предложениям, так как у нас есть фестиваль, который называется «Город и книги», и которому 5 лет, и на нем мы в том числе говорим на инклюзивные темы. В принципе, вот как-то так. Это вот, кстати, тактильные открытки, которые мы шьем и дарим. Ну, опять же, предлагаю вам пройти на наш, ну, по ссылочке на наш сайт и посмотреть нашу школу тактильных книг, которую мы сделали в 3 уроках.
Thank you, Victoria. I know that sometimes I look like a bad cop, but actually I'm a good cop because I take care that everyone will be equal and will have equal time to present. Thank you. We sent our reactions just to support you. And
talking about good cops, maybe we will come back to Maria's presentation, right? Because she was missing.
Yeah, Maria Yasinovska, are you ready to present? Maria, maybe you need to turn.
Yes, I'm ready.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry, I will be without video because I have a very unstable internet.
Okay,
and,
so
I think
your
I will
time.
present in Russian.
Okay.
And the first slide, please. Меня зовут Мария Ясиновская, я президентка Харьковской областной фундации.
Очень плохая связь у Марии.
Альтернативы или public alternative. И я хочу что делать? I'll try to continue, but I know that it's a very bad connection, but maybe you will hear me. Мы рассматриваем инклюзию широко и говорим не только о людях с инвалидностью. И фестиваль «Инклюзион» — это попытка в течение недели провести разные мероприятия, преимущественно культурные, которые показывают о том, что возможно все вместе коммуницировать людям с инвалидностью, людям без инвалидности, людям, у которых есть дети, и людям без детей, люди разной национальности, люди разной сексуальной ориентации и так далее. Мы ищем интересные и лучшие практики, и здесь я показала некоторые из них, которые больше касаются темы инвалидности. Мы, например, создали впервые в Харькове инклюзивный аудиогид для нашего художественного музея. Инклюзивный он в том смысле, что он доступен для незрячих людей, потому что в нем использованы технологии аудиодескрипции. И на последнем слайде вы увидите ссылку на платформу, где можно послушать эти аудиогиды. В прошлом году мы провели мероприятие, когда неслышащие и слышащие молодые люди или песню известного харьковского тренинге, в том числе культуры для сотрудников музея, где мы говорим о правах человека, об инклюзии, об основах сопровождения людей с инвалидностью, об основах пространства музея и об основах того, как сами музейные работники могут продвигать защиту своих прав. И мы проводим другие образовательные мероприятия, лекции, выставки, приглашаем наших коллег.
Мария, извините, пожалуйста. Очень жаль, что у вас плохая связь, потому что часть информации все-таки мы не могли услышать корректно, но есть ваша презентация.
Да. Exactly.
Да, Мария, просто вы когда сказали про равные условия, понимаете, есть разные еще тоже нюансы, связанные с тем, что фактическое равенство и формальное равенство. Всем по 2,5 минуты, это получается формальное равенство. Ну, окей, хорошо.
Ну да, если техника и интернет хороший. Да, с интернетом и доступом к технологиям тут очень сложный вопрос. Это не тема нетворкинга. Ну, мы можем делать то, что мы можем. Спасибо
You're
большое.
definitely right, Maria. But what is good that you have prepared a wonderful visual presentation with a lot of links, which everyone will get. And also, you will definitely have the opportunity to talk more about the work you're doing, and we know that you're doing a lot in the next phases of the presentations. I know that it's hard to say it in 2.5 minutes, even though the internet is not working. But don't worry. It's not the main part of the event. The main part comes later. So you will definitely have the opportunity to tell more. And for those who are interested, you will have the opportunity to talk. A proposal is that we do one more presentation from Alia because she has sent it to us. And Alia, if you're ready, would you be able to do it now?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wonderful, thank you.
So your turn.
Okay, hi everybody. My name's Alia. I have the artist name, which is Alia Gator. You'll see from my slides that I'm a mosaic artist. The second picture you'll see is an example of my mosaic art. It's actually inspired by a trip to Australia that I made. It's a combination of I also work for United Response, which is a UK-wide organisation, which it supports people with autism, learning disabilities and mental health difficulties. And I run a mosaic club for them 1 day a week. And you'll see a little koala that was made by one of the students in my mosaic class who has autism and Down syndrome. You'll also see a little brain which I put there that shows the autistic brain, which apparently is what I have inside my head because I actually have Asperger's syndrome myself. There's also a little picture on there which is a previous project which I did in Deptford, which is in London, which is a secret garden, and we made a community sculpture there. But I can talk to you later about that because I'll need to move on to the next slide. Move on to the next slide, yeah. And what I would like to get out from this networking opportunity is just to network with other people who have experience in working with people with disabilities and bounce ideas off them. And also I have an idea for a project which would be called Mosaics and Movement, which involves basically dance and mosaics. And you'll see in that picture, which is by Arianna Puntin, who is an Italian mosaicist. There's a lot, you can create an awful lot of sense of dynamism and movement in a mosaic just through what they call mosaic andamento, which is visual flow. So I'm currently developing a project for class called Mosaic and Movement. So this slide has got a few more links in it, and also it shows some more pictures from the students in my workshops.
Thank you, Alia. You did great. It was exact time. Nice timing. Let's support each other with our emotional emojis, reactions, and so on.
Are you ready for the final round of presentations? That will be maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 5. We'll see. And if Jess or Becky, if one of you is here.
Jess. I do not see anyone from this team, but maybe you can turn on your microphone. No, I do not think that somebody is here. So Callum.
Yes, hello.
Hello, thank you. You're with us. At least I can hear your voice. I can also see your presentation. I can see your screen. Wonderful. Let's start the presentation.
Great. So yeah, my name's Callum Hogg. I'm a creative producer based in Aberdeen in Scotland with Curated Place. So Curated Place, we are an organisation based in Scotland, England, Ireland and Iceland. So we have 4 main offices. And we specialise in large-scale outdoor public events. So events generally in town centres, reclaiming public space or reinterpreting public space with the use of accessible artwork. We also do a lot of cultural strategy work with local authorities, councils and government. And we do a lot of training as well. So training young and new producers to be able to create their own opportunities, to be able to secure funding, to network and things like that. If we can go into the next slide. Perfect, thank you. Oh, maybe I'll talk about myself as well. So I'm a producer. My background is in creating outdoor work and specifically working with people who've never worked outdoors before to bring their work outside. But as well as that, I've done extensive work in accessible arts. So I was a consultant for Greenfield Festivals for many years, working with about 20 large-scale festivals in the UK, making them as accessible as possible and making sure that they serve the broadest audience possible. I can forward some links later of some publications I made for festivals and venues on how to make their products more accessible very easily and importantly quite cheaply. So what would I like to do after this networking? It would be really good. I've got 2 research pieces I would like some help with. The first one is I think that maybe we are a bit out of date when we talk about barriers that people are encountering. So I'd like to do some research on what are the actual barriers people are meeting so we're not working from old information. It'd be great to have some widespread partners on that. As well as that, a piece of research on town and city mapping. What are the facilities that are available in some places and not others? How are people moving around cities? What can they use? What can they not use? We have a lot of networks and we'll be hoping to build into them. Can I go back to that slide again? Sorry. Thank you. And just looking to generate as many opportunities as we can for new commissions and things like that. Very, very quickly, it's important to say that we have Thank you. We have offices in Iceland and Ireland, so we are still able to generate EU commissions going forwards, even though we're in the UK, which is very important to us. Thank you.
And the last slides, we can see also the links which will be available, and you can find out more details about the work Colm is doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was not enough time as usual.
Yeah, let's share our reactions. Do not forget to support each other. So, Nigar Sultanova.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So I'm starting?
Yes, you're starting.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. My name is Nigar Sultanova. I am active meditation teacher. I am master teacher of danceability methodology and founder of danceability organization, Azerbaijan organization. So each human being, each of us is unique, and each body has a story to tell. Usually we are sharing our stories in a safe and non-judgmental environment. So our organization in Azerbaijan and all danceability organizations worldwide creating and offer that space for all people. So danceability is a contemporary dance practice which was founded in 1987 by Alito Alessi and Karen Nelson. So it is the method, it's the study of movement improvisation. It's the method for all people to explore your own movement language and experience yourself in relationship with other and community. So it promotes artistic expression and movement exploration between people, for all people, between people with and without disabilities, various ages and professions and life backgrounds. So when we're in the space where we have a chance to create a healthy relationship between all of us based on empathy. So we're moving, or when we're in a stillness, when we're creating the different shapes. So when we're based on the relativity and interpretation, so we're calling it that we're creating the design and we're continuing that redesigning it. So we're calling it that we are cooking together. So as an organization, we're looking for the partners with whom we can cook together. The meal calls unity in diversity. So it's we would like to hold the workshops, inclusive workshops, and which people, more than 2,500 people could benefit on that. So we'll benefit from of being together in a physical activity, artistic expression, and this changed the perception and experience of the relationship between all people. So we believe that art, it's not, and creating an art, an experience, these all senses that I mentioned, it's not a luxury, it's the
Nigar.
Of human beings. I finished. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's support you with reactions. Just not to forget this to do.
We have several presentations to go. I need to say it not at the end, but now that really we are aware of how difficult is it to squeeze everything in 2 minutes. And I think all of you have the same feeling, but it's just a teaser. It's just a teaser. Thank you very much for doing this. It's not easy.
And Rosanna?
Yeah, hi. Yeah. Hello. Okay, I'm Rosanna Dortona. I'm Italian, but I live in Germany, in Cologne, and I don't know, I'm not an artist. I'm working for several organizations. You see on the slide, I don't know, all the small organizations. It's a photography festival, or I'm at the Art Initiatives Cologne. So it's an association with more than 40 exhibition venues. So basically I work in visual arts and I connect people or ideas, I think. That's what I do and what I can do. And I don't know, I also try to bring inclusion more in the, how do you say, in the artist world. More art of people with disabilities, so that it's not a separate art world, but to bring them together also. So this, basically I work with the Exud collective, so there we are doing things together with artists with disabilities, and I don't know, maybe I can bring some people to Cologne or connect people to each other. So that's why I choose the second slide. Yes, this Japanese art. It's like, I have no idea for this conference, but I thought, yeah, it doesn't matter who I met. It's just to bring things together and do new things. Yeah, sorry, thank you.
But you're great on timing.
Yes.
Thank you, Rosanna. Yeah,
thank you
we
for
support
also
your reactions.
Bringing us the metaphor for one more metaphor for how this the event could look like. Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on. We still have several presentations, and maybe if some people who were there were not connected but we missed, let us know. So we will continue with Galina, if you are here.
Да, я здесь, спасибо.
Okay. Wonderful. So probably you will start the presentation.
Да, там нужно нажимать только, нажимать клавиши, да. Я представляю Запорожский национальный университет, я заведую кафедрой актерского мастерства. Театр и синтетическое искусство, поэтому мы готовим актеров драматического театра на базе сценической речи, хореографии, вот, и вокала. И поэтому у нас несколько специальностей. Наши студенты могут и готовятся и как актеры, и как хореографы, и как вокалисты. И комплексно готовим и комплексно готовим наших студентов. Мы работаем в команде, как представители, которые являются, вот я много слышала о хореографии, хореограф у нас, кандидат педагогических наук, готовит интересные спектакли, с которыми наши студенты при учебном театре дальше вот, при учебном театре, они приготовили спектакли и выступали в Испании и в разных странах. Это, ой, быстро хочу, не знаю, как это получается. Испания, Франция, в Бельгии и во многих других странах. Мы участвуем в различных социальных проектах. Наши студенты и выигрываем гранты. Наши студенты выступают и показывают свои работы детям в центре инвалидности, в больницах, где мы представляем свои работы и с куклами, и с танцами, получаем благодарности за эту работу.
Галина, осталось у вас 10 секунд.
Да, и, безусловно, хотим сотрудничества и ищем партнеров. Спасибо.
Thank you so much, Galina. Do not worry, everything was great. We support you with our reactions. Thank you. And the next participant, Natasha Muzvela. Natasha, are you here with us? No, I don't think so. We do
Then
not have.
Let's move on. And we'll see. We have one more presentation arrived during the event, and this is the presentation of, let me remember, if you can recognize your presentation.
Yeah, I recognize my presentation. Hi.
Thomas, exactly.
Hi, hello. Hello. Yeah, this is my company presentation. I think I applied for another organization, but we are in the end of the day the same. So my name is Thomas Henschel. I'm director of VFS Bildungsgeologie. I will talk now in English. No можно сказать, что русский язык мне тоже знаком. So what we are doing basically is we are teaching teachers which are working with handicapped children. Mainly we are teaching teachers from Russia. So in former times we had about, let's say 10 to 12 one-week workshops per year. So we are teaching inclusions, also did some publications in Russian journals dedicating to this topic. In the end of the day, what we are providing teaching for preschool teachers, social work at schools, professional education also concerning vet education. And I wrote here sailing because we are also providing in the framework of Erasmus Plus, we are providing training for Nautic people. You see what we are doing, but I want to tell more about what I know here and what I see, what we are looking for. We are, in the end of the day, we are education bug guys. Yeah, we provide education, and we are looking for people who can help us to go more on the art direction, especially art direction in inclusion. We have a lot of experience in inclusion, but I really want to get the art factor into my work. So we are looking for corporations who can help us doing art projects, inclusive art projects at schools. And last but not least, I'm also in the Rotarian. I'm also Rotarian, and this topic is also very interesting. Doing inclusive art projects to make Rotary more visible.
Your time is up. But you did great. Thank you so much. We support you with reactions, but I'm not sure, but I've seen Jessica Pitt arrived. Yeah, so you just jump into the last wagon actually, because we are finishing our presentations round. And yes, and you will be able to present your organization. It's a pity that you didn't have a chance to listen to others. Are you ready to present right now? Yeah.
Apologies, I think I've got the wrong timings. I'm sorry that I missed everyone's presentations.
Max, can you share Jessica's presentation?
Well, let me see. Yes, I can.
Yeah. Wonderful. So you, Jessica, you will have 2.5 minutes to shortly present your organization and your needs, what or whom you are looking for here. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Apologies once again for not being here for other people's presentations earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing other people's presentations later. So Multistory is a community arts charity based in West Bromwich in Sandwell in the UK for 15 years. I've only been part of the organisation for 2.5, and my colleagues have been based there for a long time. Our main aim is to make creativity and art available to communities that might not have access to it in Sandwell. It's an old industrial area, and it's very deprived, one of the most deprived in the UK. We work with a wide range of communities, artists, creatives and partners to reimagine the local area, platform underrepresented voices, and inspire creativity and social change. We don't actually have a gallery or event space, so our programme usually takes place in libraries, community centres and public spaces, which works really well in terms of reaching people. And so, thank you. We usually support local organisations, but I'm here today because with impending Brexit and all the difficulties that will bring, we really want to look outwards and collaborate with people internationally and with all the exciting perspectives that brings. So this here is Blast Festival, which we curated last year in 2019, where we invited 40 international, national and local artists to make new work alongside the local communities. And co-production and dialogue was really at the centre of the entire programme. And so it took place over 6 weeks in 6 different towns. And it was really fantastic. We're really interested in working in sort of temporal ways through festival format and public programmes and events. Thank you. Just the last slide. Our upcoming projects, we've currently launched a new programme of development workshops for local emergent artists called Blast Creative Network, and we'll be launching a programme of commissions with that. And then the photo on the left is a photo of Karen Visser, a visually impaired photographer. We're currently
10 seconds left.
Thank you. And yeah, we're really invested in access and broadening that out throughout our programme. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We did it. So support each other with virtual applause. Like